This is an Ear Candy Audiobooks production of Hotwife Hooker, a Hotwife fairy tale by Thomas Roberts. Performed by Sam Logsdon. Copyright 2018 by Thomas Roberts. Performance copyright 2019 by Ear Candy Audiobooks. All rights reserved. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a happily married mother who lived in the suburbs, and she had a fantasy. I was shocked the first time I saw a video clip on social media of a hotwife, a woman being, well, fucked by a man with a big cock while her husband stood in the background jacking off. The production values weren't very good, so I'm pretty sure it was a real amateur-filmed clip. I couldn't believe what I was seeing and hearing. The woman was in a frenzy with every thrust. She was screaming with pleasure and urging the men to fuck her harder and faster. Her husband was so pale compared to the two black men. He was clearly out of shape, and his cock was rather small. He was holding a camera to his face with one hand while he jacked off with the other. His image, along with those of his wife and her lovers, were reflected in a mirror. The second man was pushing the husband to stick his tiny cock in his wife's mouth. The husband held onto the camera, and she sucked him while she was jerked back and forth from behind. My eyes must have been huge as I watched. I never imagined something like this. By the third time I watched, I was really into it. I imagined it was me being fucked, and my husband, Gabe, was jacking off while he watched. Gabe was in somewhat better shape, but truth be told, he'd let himself go since we'd been married. His cock was a little bigger, too, but those black guys, what they would feel like? Would I be moaning like she was? I started searching the internet for hotwife information and more video clips. Lots more video clips. I was hooked. I started reading stories, and I even bought a few books. This was not like me. I'm a good, church-going, respectable, married woman. I have a child. I love my husband and my family. I felt guilty for being so intrigued by hotwives and their husbands. I tried to stop watching and reading. I'd go a few days being the good, loyal wife I was. I did everything a good wife does, including making love with my adoring husband. But during the day, when Gabe was at work, I'd walk by the computer, and my hands would itch. My chest would feel tight, and I'd have trouble breathing. I would feel a strong tingling deep in my vagina. When I sat at the computer, I'd get excited. I'd be anxious to learn more about hotwives. I had it bad. A hotwife, I learned, was a married woman whose husband encouraged her to screw around on him. From there, everything seemed to be on a continuum. Some husbands wanted to participate, although that wasn't strictly hotwife. Those were really swingers, I guess. Some just wanted to watch their wives with other men. I'm not sure if they were in the majority or not. In some cases, the wives went out alone and brought home evidence of their infidelity. Some even brought their lovers home, and their husbands listened to them being sexually satisfied while not being allowed to watch. I think these two classifications ran together. The guys who liked to watch also liked to listen. At the other end of the spectrum, there were a more extreme variety of cuckolds. From what I gathered, they lived to worship and be controlled by their wives. Some weren't even allowed to have sexual relations unless their wives let them. Their penises were kept locked in cages, with the wife holding the key. The whole idea made me shiver with delight. I went from thinking of Gabe watching me with another man to thoughts of locking up his cock and holding the key. I'd make him beg to be released and have sex with me.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?